Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 99 Gaming. This is The Walking Dead Comics issue number 14, Read and Explained, or Comics with Killshot. This is a mid-afternoon reading. A lot of times I post these at night and people check them out before they go to sleep. It's their bedtime story. So because we're doing one in the afternoon, maybe we'll get 2 issues up today. I'd like to start out this video by thanking all of you guys for showing up. These comics are 12 years old and we're getting thousands of people continuing to watch them as we get caught up. I'm enjoying them. I'm learning a lot. Hopefully you guys are too. If you want to continue to see these readings, give it a thumbs up and leave it in the comments below. Love your participation. So let's move right along. Issue number 13, they cleared out the prison. Rick and Tyrese went back in. They get to the cafeteria, open the door, and there's 4 people there. We don't know if they're guards or inmates or what, but they're having meatloaf. So let's move right along. As we stated, this is November 2004. So let's start it out. Yes, we'd love some meatloaf. Absolutely. Oh, man. So they're starving. It wouldn't have to be meatloaf. It could be anything at this point. It could be Spam, and they're going to be happy about it. Come on back. I'll show you where the plates and stuff is. You can help yourself. We got plenty. Trust me. How much do you have? A lot? So Rick's already looking after the group, isn't he? Probably enough to feed everyone if this room and all these seats were completely filled. And that's just the meatloaf. This place is stocked. We got enough food to feed entire prison population for weeks. All these seats, huh? We don't have nearly that many people with us, but they do have people with them. So here we go. We got the whole group coming in. Come on, everybody. They've got food back this way. I know you're all starved. Wow, this is amazing. Changed your mind about this place yet? Not sure, but I can still be impressed. Nice. So Chris is skeptical, I guess. Everybody else seems pretty excited. So finally got food. Let me know your thoughts and comments. I mean, I feel like I'm along with the group, and I've been starving. So this is making me happy. Not too much, son. See, save enough for everyone. Rick, look at this tray. I don't think we can eat all this if we tried. They are stocked. And then we get this dude. Let's see. I don't mean to interrupt, but you guys don't look like a rescue team to me. I mean, you act like you haven't eaten in weeks. You follow me? Rescue team? No, we're just, I don't know. We're just people. You guys are doing much better than we are. We're not here to rescue you. That's got to be a little deflating, so hopefully it doesn't turn out bad. Let's see. What do you mean? How bad is it out there? We saw all the reports on TV when everything, all hell broke loose. Since then, we've been holed up in here. No word from the outside world. So they've been locked in this prison, and they saw a little bit of the news, and then everything just shut down. So you guys might want to sit down for this. So Rick is going to try to explain what's going on. It's bad. Near as we can tell from all the looks at it, our government has crumbled. There's no communication, no organization, no resistance. I haven't seen any military presence, which, got to admit, it seems a little bit odd. It seems our civilization is pretty well screwed. Those things are everywhere. Nowhere is safe except for here. We're hoping here. Before we arrived here, we ran out of food. It's rough out there. These guys, it's hard to describe. So take a look at this. I mean, the look on their faces, they're shocked. They were hoping that somebody was going to come to get them out. Wait a minute. You guys are guards, aren't you? Okay, now we're going to find out if Rick can trust them. Interesting that we get around to that. Oh, that's Rich. Do we look like guards to you? No, I guess not. Oh, here's Lori. Alan, keep an eye on Carl. You're inmates? Prison inmates? What did you do? What crimes did you commit? No, she's wasting no time. Armed robbery. Tax fraud, but it wasn't my fault. Drugs, man, possession, selling, stealing. I've done it all. But I'm clean now, totally clean. Murder. So we got a pretty wide spectrum of different crimes they've committed here. So we get the truth out of them. At least they're not lying about it, right? So let's, wow. Now we're going to zoom in on this. When we get to murder, but you know, the group is kind of murdered too. But we got to find out. Murder? Yeah, I know what you're thinking, but you got nothing to worry about unless you're my wife or her boyfriend, and you can't be because they're dead, so relax. So you shouldn't be worried about us. You should be worried about Andrew here. Why is that? He's the one that caused this whole living dead stuff. Tell him, Andrew. Yeah, it's like this, see? I was a hardcore user. Hardcore. I was a repeat offender, you know? I was here for my second time. I don't know. I'm not saying he's bragging about it, but he seems pretty proud of what he did. My life was a wreck, all because of my addiction. I couldn't even function, you know? I was here again. I didn't know what else to do. So I turned to God. If you ask, Let's see, if you can believe it, I asked him, begged him to please help me get off this smack. I wanted to go clean once I knew I wouldn't be able to. So I asked him, and the next day, this happened. So Andrew's saying that the only way he could be completely clean is if God created all these zombies. Okay, well, I guess it's interesting, but he's blaming himself. I think they're a little shocked. Okay, so how did you guys end up stuck in here? It was getting bad. Guards started to abandon this place. They're going home to be with their families, and they were leaving in droves. Some of these things they got in somehow, I don't know, because I was locked up. The prison began being overrun. We began watching the news. So basically, I guess, let's see, fighting their way out. They let them out of the cell so they didn't starve to death, and they basically been here in the cafeteria. Most of us ended up as food for the zombies, and eventually more zombies, because I guess that's how it works. At least that's what the news said. Let's see, the place was pretty overrun. The guards ran into us, so he's hoping that the guards got their brains beat in. And I could show you around if you want to get a look at the whole place. Let's go. All right, so we got the guy who's committed murder and Rick are going to go on a little excursion around the prison to see what is left and what it's all about. Tyrese, hold down the fort here while I'm gone. Keep an eye on things. Dale, you come with me. I don't want to be alone if we run into some company. Yeah, you know, maybe he doesn't want to be alone if they run into company, but I think Rick doesn't want to be alone with the guy that potentially committed murder. Sure, Rick, I'm done here. If I eat much more, I'll pop. So the group has some energy. They are fully stocked up. They, you know, I guess we're going to find out a little bit more about this. At this point, you know, those of you that are new to the comics, let me know. What would you do? Do you trust the group at this point, even though they've committed crimes? Really curious about that. All right, so we're moving right along. My name's Dexter. By the way, the fat biker dude with the beard is Axel. Oh, creepy Uncle Axel. If you guys watch me play Walking Dead Road to Survival, you'll know exactly who that is. I hope that's just a nickname. My buddy there, the ex-junkie, is Andrew, and the nerd's name is Thomas. Go figure. I'll start in the kitchen since we're already here. This is the storeroom. And you can see we've got enough food to last us for a while. Yeah, it is pretty well stocked. It is like Christmas. So it says those things on the shelves, they can last for decades. So looks like we're in a pretty good spot here, at least for a little while. What's in here? Don't open that door. You don't want to go in there. Why? What's in there? So that has been their toilet area. So that is their bathroom. And you can see they were locked up. There's no ventilation, but looks like they used a freezer as, yeah, it's pretty gross. They're going to have to figure something out with that. So let's just say we ran out of buckets after a while. Come on, I got a lot to go to show you. It'll be dark soon. So I guess you got to go wherever you got to go, right? Jim, up this way. Lead the way, but keep your eyes open. They don't move very fast, but they could still be anywhere. Be a little easier if I had one of those. You going to give me a gun? Way I figure it, if you're a decent man, you won't mind proving it. And you? I don't know anything about you people. We haven't shot you yet, so you're just going to have to trust us. That's a good point. I mean, they didn't come in guns blazing. Whatever. Like I got a choice. This is it, but somebody's cuffed the doors closed. Whoever it was left a key in them so it could be easy unlocked. So they got it locked, but if you want access to it, that tells me that's not a good thing. They want to open it and they want to close it. So I don't know. I'm not feeling it here. I'm feeling pretty bad. And yeah, if you got a feeling, then you know. There it is. There's a lot of zombies, walkers locked up. So I don't know. Maybe the prison guards were putting them in here, or they couldn't kill them all. Didn't know what to do with them, hoping maybe like Herschel's barn they could find a cure. Slam! They slam it shut. Well, we'll deal with that later. What's next? Good idea. Let's go to the laundry room. So let's see what the laundry room is all about. The laundry room, nice. These aren't the most stylish clothes, but I know all of us could use a couple more things. Yeah, I mean, this is the shower room. What? Thwack! We got thwacked. So we're leaving the laundry room, going to the shower room, and yep, one of them jumped out of there. So they have not cleared the complete place. This is the garage. Never been in here. This stuff will come in handy, I'm sure. Those buses pretty big if you ever leave here. So, I don't know, maybe you guys can help me out with this, because I'm trying to kind of retrace the path they walked. They were locked in from one side, but it looks like they have access to everything, or were they locked in and they didn't have access? Because I would think that they could have gotten to the garage and drove themselves out. So, yeah, maybe the door that Rick was behind had them locked in. This is C block, and from what you told me, A block and B block are still closed off. A block is where the administrative offices are, and if you're going to stay here, you'll want to check that place out. The couches, those offices are probably much more comfortable than anything here, but there are more than enough cells. So this is kind of like the TV show where they can start to break out and everybody have their own room. We need to get back to the others and start picking our rooms. So we're going to get some room assignments here. Oh, that Axel guy seemed nice. I don't care. I'm just glad they're sleeping on the lower level. I like that they don't trust us as much as we don't trust them. No way, Rick. Why would you even suggest such a thing? Let's see. I'm thinking long term here, Tyrese. This makes sense if we're going to stay here. I don't care what he did. I don't care. Who are they talking? Let's see. That man was going to kill you. He's dangerous. Look at the circumstances, man. He just lost his kid. Okay, they're definitely talking about Herschel. So what are you arguing about? Rick wants to go get Herschel and everyone at his farm and bring them here to live. I miss Glenn as much as anyone, but you can't bring them here. Herschel was crazy. Herschel had a lot going on, but he's a farmer. We need him. We could plow up some of those fields. So Rick is thinking long term, like let's start to develop a community here. With Glenn, Otis, Patricia, and Herschel and his kids, we could clean this place up in no time, open up those other wings. With Herschel here growing food and teaching us to farm, we could really make a life for ourselves. This makes sense, trust me. I saw gas in the garage today. I think Dale and I should take the RV over there tomorrow. It wouldn't take long. All right, looks like we got a plan for long term. So here we go. They drove right along, got here. So next scene is Dale and Rick actually rolled right on. So it wasn't open for a lot of negotiation. Rick is doing it. Let me talk to him. I think it'd be less threatening if I go there alone. I don't want to startle him. I've got no clue what frame of mind he's in. Okay, well, I'll be here. Just hope you know what you're doing. Here's Rick walking up, and oh, God, we got a fire. And Rick? So it's a planned fire, so nothing arsonist. Herschel is setting the bodies on fire. You can see Herschel with the torch there. So let's see how receptive they are. What happened here? Was there another attack? A few. Actually getting attacked a lot more often. The cold was slowing them down. Now it's going to be spring soon. Things are just getting worse. And it looks like I came at just the right time. There's an abandoned prison just a few hours drive from here. We've cleaned it out to make it livable. You're all welcome to pack up and live there with us. Dale's up on the road in the RV. We could pack into that thing and go. You couldn't take everything now. We'll just have to come back, get the livestock, a few other things. If we leave soon, we could all be there before dark. So let's see what they think. That makes a whole lot. So Herschel is on board with it. That was a very, very easy sell. So good. Looks like we're going to have a pretty big party here. Okay, looks like Rick and group make it back to the prison in the RV, having trouble holding down the fort. Oh my God, I live in a fort. My 10-year-old would be pretty happy living in this place. Yeah, it's okay. We made sure the prison grounds are secure. We checked, double-checked all the doors, prison wing, everything's been cleared out. It took a while to finish dragging these bodies to burn, but we're done now. We didn't get around to the gym, so we know the gym is completely packed. Everyone's settling in okay? Lori's not happy with our new roommates. You'll probably hear about it later. Axel helped me drag some of these bodies out here. And Thomas, the kind of nerdy guy, has been helping the women move all their belongings. They're okay in my book. That's good to know. And I think I saw Alan smiling earlier today. This place seems it's lifting his spirits. It sure does make raising kids in this hell seem a little bit more possible. I haven't felt this optimistic since we first arrived at Wilshire Estates. No. Yeah, I guess that should work. Yeah, you don't ever, as soon as you say the positive, come on, guys. We know something bad's going to happen now. That is the kiss of death in The Walking Dead. Because we remember at Wilshire. And he even, I really wish you hadn't said that. Forget I said anything. What's going on? Rick, we need to talk. This just isn't working out. We're living with hardened criminals. I'm looking over my shoulder constantly. We can't just, they're here first and they seem like nice people, so Rick doesn't want to kick them out. No, they seem like hardened criminals. What is it about our situation that makes you always assume the best in people? Actually, Rick's making me start to assume the best in people. We've got the guns, not them. We outnumber them. We're safe. I wouldn't leave the kids alone with them, but so far we've got no reason to treat them like criminals. Rick, you're right. Oh, God. I'm a horrible person. Hormones. I can't help it, you jerk. Don't make fun of me. Oh, I wasn't trying to be mean. He looked worried. So looks like Rick gets slugged again by his wife. Let's pack it in, get this gate closed. It's going to be dark soon. I think these beds are really working out. Throwing extra mattresses over these twin beds. So they're trying to make it comfortable. And, of course, Lori wants to know, am I fat? Yeah, you're fat. You're pregnant. Have you forgotten? I just don't remember showing this much this early. I mean, if Andrew's keeping track of the days, I'm barely halfway through this. Maybe you're further along than you thought. What if you're starting to count on the wrong day? Where's Tyrese at? It's getting kind of late. He's out looking for Chris and Julie. He thinks they ran off to, nobody's seen them for at least an hour. Yep, that's probably what they ran off to do. So you got a minute? I got a few. I just wanted to thank you for your... All right, so we get the Rick and Herschel moment. It's not necessarily Herschel. You don't have to. Let me talk. I wanted to thank you for bringing us here, Rick. I know things between us. I was going to shoot you, Rick. I think it's only fair that you know that. I would have killed you. In my state of mind, the grief I was going through, I've never had I don't want to touch a gun, and I don't think I ever plan to again. So he's going Morgan mode. He's going peacekeeper. This place is special, Rick. Going to be a new life for me, my kids. This is the beginning. So the prison, the whole concept of the prison makes everybody feel safe, I think, because of the walls. It was the right thing to do, Herschel. I couldn't leave you people there. Come on, it's getting late. See, we're going to need early start date for tomorrow if you're going to get the rest of your stuff. So they're planning on going back, picking up his stuff. Eventually, we'll want to keep them here. But for now, Otis offered to stay there and watch them. I think he and Patricia are splitting up. Why are they going to split up during an apocalypse? I mean, who else are they going to find? Okay, and just to let you guys know, I skipped through the top couple panels of this if you guys want to go back and watch it. This is the sex scene between Chris and Julie. So I don't want to leave anything to doubt. There's a topless scene in there, but we're going to move on past that. So we know they got close the last time, but they actually slept with each other this time, and we're moving on to this panel. So afterwards, they had a little small talk. Yeah, I think I'm ready. Let's do this. Okay, no backing down. This is it. So they slept together, and now they're planning something. Now, maybe they're going to shoot people. A couple episodes back, I predicted they would go Romeo and Juliet mode. So let's see what the next column has in store. I don't know. I just got this weird feeling that they're going to kill each other, or kill themselves, something along those lines. So here we go. Let's move forward and see what this is all about. Blam! So they shot someone. Let's see what the gunfire is here. Stay here. Get your gun out. Okay. Stay here. I'm going to find out what's going on. So the group's probably thinking that it's the inmates, but we just saw them with the gun, so it's got to be something with these two. And Tyrese? No. It wasn't supposed to be like this. What did you do? What did you do to my little girl? So Chris just shot Julie, or Julie shot herself. Let's find out what's going on. It wasn't supposed to be like this. We were supposed to be together forever. Fire at the same time. It was going to work. Together forever. I just pulled the trigger too fast. Faster than her. Supposed to be at the same time. We're going to be together forever. I know. Oh, so I don't know. This is going to be bad. Why didn't they just shoot themselves? So Chris was going to shoot Julie. Julie was going to shoot Chris. And Chris shot faster, so Julie never got a chance to kill Chris. So Tyrese, come back, baby. Come back. I don't care. Just come back. Come back. So he wants her to come back as a zombie? She wasn't bitten. She won't turn, Tyrese. You don't want that anyway. You don't want her to be one. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. She'll come back. She has to. So Tyrese, wow, this is rough, guys. Tyrese is in grief here. And she does come back. So, all right. She wasn't bitten, but I guess this is where they find out, or maybe they have the idea that everyone is infected, and no matter how you die, you're coming back. So there's Chris with the gun, and what is going to happen here? All right, this is the end. So Julie does come back. Tyrese gets his wish, and we don't know if, according to this, he's not bitten yet. We see Chris with a gun. We are going to leave it at that, and there is high drama moving into issue number 15. So thanks, everyone, for watching. Leave your thoughts. Leave your comments. We got to meet creepy Uncle Axel, the inmates. We finally got to see Chris and Julie hit it off and then decide to go Romeo and Juliet mode, and unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. Give this video a thumbs up and look for more videos soon. My name's Killshot. Peace.